Hey guys, what's going on? Good evening and happy midweek, happy Wednesday night to everybody. And we just hit 10 o'clock, so I'll let whoever wants to join, and we'll work on a few cards together tonight. Denver, you're the first one in. What's up, man? Tough to find stuff. What's up? Hey, Morgan, what's going on? Big City Collectibles, what's going on? Hope you guys are doing well, man. Thanks for hanging out, man. I'm glad you guys are here. I got some cool stuff tonight. I got a real dirty card. That one looks good, doesn't it? I got some cool Pokemon stuff. Check it out. I got my little stands. Look at my Mewtwo. It's dirty. It's kind of like wonky too, I noticed. So I got one of those. And who doesn't love one of the most iconic old cards ever, Charizard, and this one's cloudy and dirty. And the front back is dirty too. See that? See that stuff? I took this out. I should have saved it. I took it out of a old sleeve. I picked these up on Marketplace. I got a little box of old Pokemon stuff, and there's a couple goodies in there. So they were dirty though, so that made it even better. So they were affordable. And I'm glad everybody's here tonight, man. Good to see you guys. And then I'm glad you guys are here. And if it's your first time ever joining, man, welcome. And I'll tell you guys what's going on tonight. So, what's going on, you guys? Good to see everybody. So, big city. I mean, heat press might be a good idea. It'd probably be easy to do that. We'll look at it together. Something I don't want to do is, hold on. My son was eating popcorn before getting downstairs. So sure enough, eat popcorn before coming to talk. That's the worst idea. Cheers to you guys. So I'll grab the cards I want to work on. I'll give them a quick look over to make sure that that there's it's show worthy or something's good, and then I put them here. And I'm kind of superstitious. I don't like to come and look at them too much. So we'll look at them, and then we'll kind of make a game plan. Because if you guys are joining me tonight, kind of number one, thank you for being here. And I'm Kurt. Thanks for joining my channel. And to all my customers out there, appreciate you guys. And even if it's just your first time watching, you're totally welcome here. What I want to show you guys is just uncut card care. So tonight I got a really dirty card, 51 Bowman card, and a cool story. I'm going to read you a letter. It was sent to me. I got it in the mail. What's up, you guys? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Yeah, dude, I do is rock star stuff, I admit. I know it's probably terrible for you, but I love it. So I got thrown off here. So what am I saying here? Anyways, back to it. I got a dirty baseball card we're going to work on tonight. So I got the hot tub time machine fired up. So I'll show you how to soak a card. And it's not a big dog player. It's Danny O'Connell. But the point is it's a 51 Bowman. So that's the cool part from a card care perspective. So there's so many great 51 Bowman cards. So we'll do one tonight. And then the Zard and the Mewtwo. They were I can see from here that the Mewtwo has a dent on it. So we'll just explore them together, because I like doing the show uncut, so you guys can kind of see how I process and look at stuff. And I'm so thankful for all of you guys as just being part of our community and being our customers, that I just always want to show you how I do stuff. So for those of you that like to watch and learn stuff like this and learn by example, thanks. I'm glad you're here. I'll always show you all the stuff I know how to do. And I like learning all the good stuff that you guys teach me how to do. So thanks for always keeping it a two-way street. But we'll get started, because I want to read this to you first. I'll flip it over. We'll look at the card. That's more. So check this out. Maybe I'll get it out of here. So check this one out. And it's good to see you guys, man. Thanks again for coming in. And let me just press a couple buttons here real quick. I just want to turn my Do Not Disturb on. I swear, sometimes I'll get no calls or nothing all day. And then as soon as I do a live show at night, on a Wednesday of all things. So all good. But look at this one. This one. This is a Survivor. Danny O'Connell. Now that is a card care project, isn't it? And but it's got a good story to it. I don't really know a ton of the story, but I'm going to read it to you. So here's the story. I'll let you guys take a look at it. I got this in the mail from one of my card buddies, one of my customers, Don. Hey Kurt, I have a good one for you. I work in HVAC, and I found this in an old house I was working in. The owner let me keep it. 1951 Danny O'Connell. As a fan of your channel and products, I thought of you right away. I know it's not a valuable card, but it could be a valuable demo tool. As a vintage collector, I have a few 1951 Bowman cards that need to be cleaned up. I have never soaked a card yet, but will do so in the future. If you can use this for a video, please do. Keep up the great work. Thanks for always answering my questions. Donnie in Chicago. So Don, got it. You're welcome, and thanks for sending me this. I appreciate it, man. And you guys, cool, man. Thanks for Connor. Good to see you too, man. Good to see you guys. And so, like, it's cool. So Don, if you're on here, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks for the card. But I don't know. We'll see what we can do. It looks like it had, it looks like it's been through the ringer. But when you guys have a 1951 Bowman card, you can do, I'll tell you what you can do. You can soak these cards. You can semi-soak the cards. You can use card polish on the front. And on the back, you don't want to do anything except for, we can card soak it. So like even though they're old and cool, and if you guys have never had one, in person they're unique. They're like little, it's just a cool old card. I don't know if this got burnt or something, but, we'll find out. And I love stuff like this. So I know you guys, this is an extreme case, but I love doing stuff like this and just seeing what the heck happens. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. So Don, you're the man. Thank you for sending this over to me. And what we'll do tonight, you guys, what I was thinking is this is probably going to take a little bit because I don't even know, I feel like it will clean up though, because it's kind of like crusty, but I'm not. Here's what I wanted to tell you guys. Here's my thoughts on this. So, there'll be times where you guys will see me start with something like this where I'll get card spray and I'll wipe it. Yeah, Denver, that's what I thought. It looked like, so I don't know. We'll see if that card is burnt. Don, if you're on here, HVAC, so would you find it? You had to find it near something like that. But I would usually start like wiping the surface and trying to like clean a card first to try to get some stuff off of it. But this stuff is all like real cooked into it. So I don't even want to touch it, you guys. I'm just going to put it in card spray. But I have my card spray sitting on the little warm mat thing. That makes sense. The little warm mat thing. It's the heater that I got on Amazon for a terrarium. Yes, I use all sorts of new wave engineering over here. I got a little heat pad because when you warm up card spray, it helps, I find, to get stains out. And one of my good buddies, Travis, if you're here, what's up, buddy? Travis was telling me, he was like, I always soak my cards in your card spray warm. He's like, their old cards he's like, picture it like a tea bag. Put a tea bag in cold water. Yeah, it might come out a little bit. He's like, you put a tea bag in warm water, man, tea comes out. He goes, they're the same thing. He keeps telling me that. And so I'm like, all right, I trust you, because he always sends me these great pictures. Sure enough, Travis was right. So the Hot Tub Time Machine, because that was one of the best movies I've ever seen. All right, so it works well. And the thing is, I have the hot tub, I have the warming pad set to 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's set to that, but the card spray is not 100. I bet you it's in the 90s. But the room I'm in right now, I'm at 72 degrees, and it's 40% humidity in here. So I got to keep it a little bit more humid in here because of the guitars, you know what I mean? But and the cards. But let's turn this thing around. We're going to get in there, and then I want to clean up these Charizard and Mewtwo. I saved these because I had a whole, these cards I bought, and I couldn't believe I got there. You ever go to buy stuff on Marketplace and every single time you try to like connect, it's already gone or whatever? Well, this time it was in my town and it was up for a couple days. And I think it's just because they were in grody pages and grody binders. So treasure for me. So we'll see how good we can clean these up tonight. But let's turn this around and I had to even look at his name. I couldn't remember. Sorry to Danny O'Connell fans or the family of Danny. I'm sure he's a great ball player. I just couldn't remember his name. So let's see if we can make Danny look good for Donnie. All right. So let's turn it around. We'll take a look. All right. Lucky 7 in the house. Good to see you, brother. So you're just in time to see if we can get this. We're doing the 1951 Bowman Baseball Edition here, okay? And so for all of you that have really dirty Mickey Mantle rookie cards at home, here's how you do it. But we're going to scoot over here to the what I refer to as the hot tub time machine, which is really just a fancy name for the little warming pad and card spray. So what I want to do is let's put this in. And we're going to let it sit. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to scrub on it. I don't want to do anything to it for a while. I want it to all acclimate. Now, you guys, a 51's a smaller card. See, tough to find stuff corrects me. Everybody knows the GOAT, Danny O'Connell. See, I'm learning. I don't know it all. I can tell you guys this stuff is in there, obviously pretty good, but I don't know, but it looked like it just looked a little cleaner in there. So here's what I want to do. I want to hold it down with that, and we're going to put the lid on it and let it just steep and stay warm, all right? That's all. I didn't semi-soak it first, John, because, I don't know, John, I'm going to say it again if you didn't see. I didn't because, A, it's a live show, so it's hard for me to, like, fit it all in, but B, the stuff all over it is, like, real crusty and it's like a substance. So like I don't even want to touch it. I just want to soak it. Like, so that's why I got the card spray warm. I turned the card spray on, let's see, it's 10:13. I put it on at 9:40 to get prepared. So it's been warming for about a half hour. So that's why. And it was totally crusty and gross. And I felt like if I started touching it, I hate picking paint off of a vintage card. If you're a vintage card care person out there, you've done it before, and it sucks. So how do I avoid that? Just go to card spray. I don't even want to touch the thing. I just want it to sit, So let's do that now. I got a Charizard, you guys, and a Mewtwo. Even if you guys are here for the baseball or one or the other, stick around because we're going to come back to the baseball card. But you never know, like from a card care perspective. If you love vintage baseball, fantastic, so do I. But what if you're on Marketplace and you find a box of cards that includes vintage baseball and a bunch of like Pokemon stuff from the 90s? Like, you never know, you know what I mean? So you don't have to love every card to know how to take care of them. So I'd encourage you, if you're like, Pokemon ain't for me, or if you're a Pokemon person saying, 51 baseball ain't for me, just stick around and watch it. Once you learn how to do something, I'm the type of person, like, I could watch somebody do something or make something or whatever, and I'll be like, I don't know, just the competitive side of me is like, I can do that. I'll go try it. Yeah, I made a birdhouse. So whatever. But let me turn this around, guys, and we'll clean up. I didn't see a ton of structural stuff on these cards, so like, let's just clean them and see how good we can make them look. So let me flip it around. And let me get prepared here. So hot tub time machine is going to sit right over here. And if this is your first time joining, you guys, thanks a lot. I'm Kurt. My company is Kurt's Card Care, and I make the products you're going to see me use tonight. And I always make a lot of demonstrations to show you how to use them. I don't think there's too many more companies out there. Here's something I'm proud of. I don't think there's too many companies out there that make more how-to videos of how to use the stuff they make than me. So I'm not saying you guys need demonstrations all day, every day, but as a collector at heart, I just always love doing these. So I like filming them and showing you. So, thank you. I appreciate everybody watching. So Pokemon collectors, you guys. So like, I grew up a sports card collector. I didn't grow up knowing anything about Pokemon until my wonderful customers really like taught me more about it. And you know? So like, and then, you know, the more you're around something and the more people teach you about it, the more you end up liking it, right? So thank you guys. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate you, man. So here's what I see on this one. I see like a nail mark up in that top edge. And I'll tell you guys what, not going to be enough time in this live tonight to fix that, but this is something that we could put between some pads and plates. So I don't mind doing that at the end and seeing if that bumps that out of there. Because we might have to do something, because look at it, it's like, it's a wonky one. It's twisty, you know, but then the back, you guys, has like a, there you go, see? It's like a film. And it looks like the paint is still on here. I hope, but it don't look good. You know, we're missing some paint around the edges. You guys, Pokemon collectors, I'm sorry. This, like, when it's white, man, it's just missing the blue. So it's like, it's not something you can wish back or grow back. So it's gone. But let's look at the stuff we can do. And I think we can clean this, man. So let's at least do that. And it's very satisfying to clean one of these up. So even my sports cards collectors, Pokemon cards clean up better than sports cards a lot of times. It's because, you know, they're like a gaming card. So they've already come with this like nice finish on them most of the time. So you'll see. If you haven't seen a Pokemon card cleanup before, check it out. You're here for a good one. Then this part, you guys will see, usually these are like full of like cool like 3D graphics and stuff like that. This one's like all dulled out. So we'll see what we can do. And on these, I would suggest making it a 2-step process. Just use card spray to clean off whatever junk you can. And then step 2, come in and card polish them. And we'll spend a few minutes on it. You know, it's not about trying to speed through it. It's just like, take your time and do a good job. And then when we're done cleaning it, we'll reassess it. And it's not going to get flat. I can tell you that. It's going to always be that way. But then we'll see like if it makes sense to do a few more steps with it. So, oh, and man, it's the last day of the month, man, isn't it? Tomorrow's going to be May 1st. So happy. It feels like summer is like right here, man. So you guys, I live in Michigan, and it has been the coldest damn winter I can remember in probably 10 plus years. So I am really looking forward to some warm weather. I know that's like such an old guy thing to say, but for real. Oh, you VA, I got a variety of card sprays, like as low as $20 for an ounce. So I got on the site, kurtzcardcare.com, if you guys need anything. I always got a variety of stuff on there. So here's other thing, you guys. You don't want to put your fingers or dig your hand into a card when you're cleaning it. So just be careful. Always pay attention to this hand. You know, whatever hand is not your dominant hand, don't paw into a card and dig into it, all right? But like, and I know it's just like a vague word when I say be gentle, but you don't need to like use your muscles on this type of process. Just let the card spray do the job, and just wipe in one direction if you're new to this. Or if you're old to this, don't be bouncing all over it. It's an easy way to do it, is just to wipe off in one direction. And you guys, I just folded the cotton so I'm not running over. Because you see how dingy that part is right there? It's dirty. And I don't want to start rubbing the dirt, especially on the holographic part, man. That's the part I want to make like look the best. So fold your cotton. And the reason I use cotton on this, another reason, is because it's easy and it works well, but I throw it away. I'm not tempted to reuse these things. All right. So it's still wonky, as you guys can see, but cleaner. So I'm not ready to show you yet. Let me keep on going. We'll do a good job on this one. And let me just re-up over here. Yes, these right here are little makeup. And see, I'm done with this one now. So like, let's just be done with that one. You guys, these are 100% cotton makeup removers. And to everybody watching in the United States, you can get them like at Walgreens or CVS. anybody out of the country, we all have different names. Like in Michigan, we always call it just like the pharmacy. So like, I'm sure we all call it the pharmacy, but makeup removers, wherever you can get those. But in the States, Walgreens is what I get. Okay, nothing major yet, my friends, but it sometimes takes a few. Now, this is the part where having some good lights helps out, you guys. Like, so look, I'm using this right now. So I got these aiming here. I got that and that there. And I like to look at this because, like, let's look at the wand light, okay? Can you see how the wand light looks nice and satiny over the card right now? And then the wand light looks good over now the holographic, hey, we're starting to get a couple sparkles to come out of there. So hang tight, because we're going to do the card polish here in a second. That'll do a better job. But like, so look at what I'm saying. Like, so that looks like that, right? Now let's look at these were right next to each other. Look at this. Now we'll do this one in the on the light. Let's see if I can show you guys that film. See that film? That crap. That's what we had on it. It's like it's the best I can do for you guys, but if you can see it, it's like it's like a grody little film. But like, so it started like that. So that's why you got to look real good at these things, man. Like, it's like you got to look at it on an angle, but I'm serious. Like see the the Pokeball there, and now look at that one. When you do it like that, it's pretty obvious, right? But that's what it was. It had a film all over it. And then, like the front, yeah, it's so hard to show you guys sometimes. I can see it. Just trust me, it's there. You'll see it on the clean. Okay, look at the holographic area. See how that, like, look at the just like that kind of flame drawing coming out of Charizard's mouth. See how it has like look like it's rusty silverware. That's kind of like the flame or the fuzz I see all over it. That's what I'm saying. All right, I can get lost in that stuff. So dial it back, Kurt. Here we go. So now let's get this crap out of my way. I'm always throwing stuff in the trash. I hate cleaning cards and having like dirty stuff pile up, you guys. So like, I don't know if it's just me being picky, but like, keep your area, like, keep it clean. It feels like it makes the whole process better. So here's what I want you guys to, let's do this next. I just feel like the holographic area can get a lot better. Maybe, it just looks tired. So let's spend some time cleaning it up. And the whole front of the card is just still a little, it's not all better. Like, look at by the, it's just gritty. Let's see if we can change that. And so then when you guys open up your card polish, I always want you to go all the way over the surface, okay? Yeah, that's exactly what I think Denver is, like a penny sleeve haze. And so just wake up your card polish so it's nice and smooth and buttery like that, and it works awesome. So let's bring some life back into this thing, because what year was this one, you guys? 1999, man. So I was 18 years old. Crazy. My twin boys turned 13 this month. My daughter turned 15 this month. I swear to God, man, my daughter looks like a little person now. It's like so touching to see like your kids grow up. But yeah, that's where I was at all day today, is at the what do you call it? The my daughter's track meet. She runs the hurdles, and man, it's just courage, man. Like I sucked at stuff like that. Like, I always played sports, and I always played like football, baseball, basketball, but like I was never like, I was on the team, but I wasn't like very good. So like watching my little ones, man, makes me happy. So I won't tell kid stories the whole time. I know you guys are here for the cards, but it was a cool event today, is what I'm trying to say. It's funny that you put that meme monster you put getting the Bob Ross feels. Do you know that, like, I'll tell you guys something funny, if you might have heard me say this before, but I grew up in the country, and we didn't have like TV basically until I was like a teenager. So like we only got a few channels, and I'm 43, so I was like a kid in the 80s and early 90s, and we only got a few channels, but luckily the channel we got was PBS Detroit. And man, I watched Bob Ross every single day. I watched every episode. And truly, he was like a huge inspiration to me. So I love Bob Ross. I'll show you guys something funny. One of my customers made this for me, and it was they put my face on a Bob Ross and put a cleaning polish wand in his hand. That's so funny. So there's my Bob Ross little paperweight that somebody sent me. So funny. No, I'm a sucker for little trinkets. You guys are the damn greatest freaking customers and group of people ever, man. It's a blessing to work in like a hobby that I've been into since I was a kid, and being able to teach people now, like card care and card restoration, and having it taken seriously. I mean, I remember, back when I started doing this mission and got into cards and card care and cleaning them up and trying to find stuff like this and make them nice again. People thought it was just such a stupid thing or such a waste of time, or at least the people that I was like bumping into did. And if it wasn't for setting up my channel on Instagram almost 5 years ago, almost now, I wouldn't know you guys this way, and it would just be something I'd just been probably still doing in my basement without my camera on, just nerding out and getting wrinkles out of old cards, but fortunately for this channel, it really connected me with all of you guys, and like, not to sound cliche, but it's like been life-changing. It's really awesome. So I appreciate you guys pushing me to run a better business every day, and just pushing me to think outside the box. And as silly as it is, we're just making cards look nice again, but we put a lot of effort into this stuff, and having a hobby and having something that you like to do is really valuable. So I understand that. Life can be freaking hard. It is. I just saw the best word, card healing. Yes, I agree. So it's like, especially if you're into card care, it's like, we're guys that buy stuff like this, like most people that would be like Pokemon collectors be like, ugh, too many white spots. I'm like, no, it looks dirty. I want to take care of it. It's like a dirty puppy. I'm like, I want to wash it. Look at that. That's good. Now let's see how we did on the front. Hey, look at it. We got sparkles again. I like that. I'll even hit it again. This one cleans up well, you guys. These older ones, it's just the main protective coat on these is plastic. And even though Pokemon does a really nice job of pretty much even back in the day like this, making nice cards, plastic gets a little cloudy and gets a little dry over the years. So bringing it back to life, man, is cool. So we'll put this one aside. I want to do the Charizard too. I want to get my hands on that one. I was excited to get this one. This one doesn't really have a lot of missing paint either, so I'm excited to show you that one. All right, let's see how we did. We'll take a look at it from down here too. Fantastic. Much, much better. Pretty cool, right? And that's super easy. And you guys, can you see, like, as much as I like to see the little sparkles come back in the holographic area, I like the satin finish all over the card. That looks good. It's nice. Smooth. And I feel like that's the best shape this thing's ever going to get back in, so like we'll keep it right there. It looks fantastic. Now, what I'm thinking, you guys, is this is the one that's just a little bit wonky. If you guys have one of these and you're like, it's just a little bit, I don't really like it, it's just a little bit bent. What you guys can do is you could put a little card spray on here, like a Mista card spray and a Mista card spray, and then hold it. overnight, and it would, for a little bend like that, it'd probably get the card nice and flat again. You just might have to hold it for a day or two. That's another episode. I can answer that question for you if you have it. But for this one, we'll just say that's a good cleanup for the night. See, I told you, John, it's cool, right? And it's satisfying. Like how most sports cards don't have this fantastic little holographic box like the Pokemon do, and they're awesome. This one, you guys, hang out. And again, for non-Pokemon collectors, this one's awesome. Like, this is a real cool card. This is like one of the iconic ones, and it has a lot of cloudiness in the window. So let's do that same thing. But I want to look at this one a little bit closer. I'm going to put my Mew back up here because it looks good. So we'll display it. So stay right there, Mew. Now this one's awesome too. And check this out. It does have a little bit of missing paint right there. I see that. Maybe a little touch down there. But outside of that, it just has that sticky sleeve kind of binder. It was in a bad environment for a long time. And I took it out of it was in the pages. You guys remember the pages of the books? This was in a page. And the page was pretty gross. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining, man. I'm glad you guys are here. It's time for Charizard. And I was able to get it out. And this one, I know we'll see it better when it's clean, but it has a lot of that stickiness all over it. All right, so let's do the same exact thing. I mean, it worked for the Mew, and these guys were sitting kitty corner of each other. And then we're going to go back over here, and we're going to look in the hot tub time machine and check out our baseball. Check out our 51 Bowman, all right? And again, guys, thanks everybody for being here and hanging out tonight, man. It's cool that you're all here. So, good question. I want to answer a couple questions if that's cool. Thank you guys for joining tonight. I appreciate it. Let me just look over here for a second because that's where my monitor is, so it's a little bit easier for me to read them. Yes, somebody asked me, Urban Carnivore, have you ever soaked a Pokemon card before? Yes, I have. And it's just not a good move. They just go to crap. They'll either start falling apart or they'll wrinkle super hard. So I'll just use light moisture on the drying pads you see me use to like work out little dents and little creases and things like that when possible. And Bob asked me, I'm trying to learn about scratches on Pokemon and what can come out. I wish it was black and white, Bob, but it's just like, it's not. It's like a million shades of gray when it comes to like these issues, even though all the issues are very similar, like scratches or some light play. But there's light play, there's medium play, there's heavy play, there's Cheeto fingers. There's stuff that scratched in and removed the plastic or the foil, and there's stuff that just kind of rubbed over the plastic, and then you use a little card polish, and it's like, oh, it looks awesome. You know what I mean? So try every time, man. Just try every time. It's hard for me to look at a picture or try to analytical myself to death. Is this fixable? Could it be? I don't know. Get busy. You know what I mean? Get busy. Get trying. That'd be my best advice on that. But Mind Over Muscle asked me, have I done any heat setting, messing around with the heat press? Yes, I have. I've messed around with a variety of cards from 100 degrees up to like 165 degrees. And I haven't had, if I ever come up with something cool or unique or different, I'll always share. And if you guys come up with something cool, unique, or different, always share, you know what I mean? So let me, next you guys, I'll turn this around and let's work on the Charizard and we'll clean that one up. I have Precise Detailing asked me, have I ever used a vinyl ceramic coating? No, have you put like a ceramic coat? Have you used like a ceramic on cards? I mean, it probably, the thing that I'm worried about with, like stuff that's automotive is the heavy mineral oil contents. I don't want to ever get stains on cards. I've tried a lot of stuff, but no, I really stick with my card stuff, you guys. Like, I made this because the only thing that people used to suggest on like the one when I did say that when I started, for my years of always liking them to improve cards, the most common thing that people would answer me was when I would say about card care, people would say, "Oh, you can use Meguiar's Scratch X. Put that on a Chrome card, and it'll get scratches out." And it's true. You could probably get some, light swirls out with like a Meguiar's. However, you can't take that stuff over to all kinds of cards because, man, it's literally sanding right into them. So you guys me as the chef of this stuff, I don't have any abrasive in it. I don't put any colors or fragrances or anything like that in it either. But I found that like on Pokemon, when you use this on the lightly played surfaces and stuff like that, I feel like my stuff will always give you like the best return on like a super glow, a good color. It's more because it's kind of like a funny way to remember it, but I rather improve the surface than like remove the surface. So that's what I mean by abrasive free. So like if the ceramic stuff is abrasive free, maybe you would probably, there's many things you could probably do to enhance stuff or make it look better, but I just always try to avoid anything with an abrasive content on cards like this because you don't want to like mess them up. I probably get 5-6 pictures a day of people that have tried to use like an abrasive on something and they left like a big like bird nest on or scratched too hard. So please be careful, you guys. You don't have to always jump into something that's going to make you nervous, and practice on your base cards. You won't hurt your base cards with the card polish. But good question. No, I guess I'd have to check it out, but I mean, if you guys ever have any cool like suggestions, let me know. Yo, it's awesome. I like somebody wrote, my girlfriend and I are in the middle of our first card clean ever. Man, I hope you don't need my help. Hopefully you guys are just cleaning them up and having a good time, but I'm glad you guys are. So we'll get back to it. Let me turn this thing around and we'll clean up the Charizard. Then we got to check on our 1951 our 51 Bowman, man. It's been we'll see how far we can get on that one. So same thing, you guys. I just want to do card spray on both the front and back of this because it just is kind of a grody card right now. But let's see if we can get good results like we did on the Mew. Yeah, let's take a look. It's getting hot in there. The hot tub time machine is working. It's taking years off of dirt and years of wear and tear off, man. The guy on the baseball card looked like he was about 100 years old. So hopefully we can get him back to like 25. What was it? Danny O'Connell, I think was the player's name. But you guys, the story was, buddy of mine, Don, sent me this card, who's an HVAC tech, and he found it like in a grody house, and he sent it in for the as a donation to Card Care as a challenge, and you're the man, Don. I appreciate you sending it. Good question, you guys. Meme Monster is asking if you guys clean your cards with any of my stuff, like the card polish or card spray. It's not something that stays on the card. It's not like a makeup. It's not. That's something I would never want. That's a good question, dude, and thanks for asking that. Because I know that many of my customers love to grade cards as well. So I don't want you to be like, I can only clean them? No, you can clean your cards and grade them. This is not. That's why I would always say, don't ever put markers on the edges if you're missing some paint. Don't use colors. Don't trim your baseball cards down to look perfectly square. You're just screwing them up. You know what I mean? It's just, and I don't know if it's like something that's that common or people do that as much, but I guess in my seat, I'm just more sensitive to it because I get a million pictures a day sent to me with that type of stuff. But if you guys if you need to clean up your cards, doing this is easy. I hope you feel that it's easy. It's effective. You can ask me questions, so you're not alone. And if you want to get your cards graded, that's no problem. You can get your cards graded. So thank you for asking. And thank you to all my buddies on here too. I see like Denver answering questions, Michelle answering questions. Like, you guys are cool, man. Thank you so much for the help. So let me, you guys, we will. Now, I just want to use a couple applications of the card polish on here because it looks like I'm breaking down most of the sticky crap. But me, Monster, if you were a person that wants to get cards graded, man, I can confidently tell you that's no problem. I bet you thousands of cards a day, an hour, are graded with, from my customers that have cleaned up their cards with spray, polish, or both. It's something that you won't get any pushback with. Like I said, you remove it all. If you left card polish on one of these cards, it turns white. So it would dry white, So it's not something that you would leave behind. But thanks for asking, and thanks for watching, man. I appreciate everybody being here to hang out and watch. I know the internet's a big place, and there's like lots of cool stuff to probably do on your night off or whatever, but thank you for watching this. And if you're watching it on replay, thanks for watching it wherever, whenever. Yeah, I like to grade cards too. Not every single one. I have a bunch of stuff. I mean, it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to grade every card in my collection. I got a bunch, but like the valuable ones and the cool ones, like this one, like this, like I get this one graded. This one's sweet. I'll only do the back, you guys, because let's get both. Even though the card spray did a good job so far, I can still see the plasticky little spots. So give me a minute if you don't mind, and then I'll pick it up and I'll show you. You guys, it's like another thing I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to like getting out of the house and doing some card shows. You guys, I don't go set up at them or like work at them. I just like to go like walk around and hang out at them. There's a good one coming here to Detroit in June. But you guys hit card shows? You got any plans? Anything good going on this in May? Neptune, do I sell cards? No, I suck at selling cards, but I'm very good at buying them. Maybe someday I'll sell some. I just like them. And I'm picky. I just buy singles. I tell you, I don't buy packs or boxes too much. I'll buy like some new product each year, so I have what basically my customers have, so I can see what you guys are dealing with. I can see what quality control issues you're dealing with. This looks freaking good, you guys. Hold on one second. Let me stop. Look at this. This is way better than I expected. Look at the light on the back of this card. I think I scored with this one. Now, I do have a little touch of missing paint, yes. But that looks fresh, man. That was really sticky. Let's make sure the front looks real good too. I got a question that says, if somebody cleans their cards and they sell them, should you tell somebody? Honestly, I don't even know what you're telling them. That there used to be dirt on here and I cleaned it off. I think that's I think that's kind of weird, man. I think that that's a question made up by people that don't like card care, that are always trying to like squeeze in or try to diminish it, like you're doing something wrong. I think that basically that question is based in like you're doing something wrong, so you need to disclose. So no, I think that that's a fair question. It's a fine question, but no. Like, hey man, I'm going to sell you this Charizard. It did have some stickiness on there, but I got the stickiness off. Like, people don't even write descriptions on cards they sell on eBay. Think about where you buy cards. eBay's, auctions, they don't even say a word. It's like a picture. You know what I mean? Sellers don't even put any effort into selling cards anymore. So asking somebody that cleans cards to put hey, by the way, I cleaned this off? No, dude. That's just tiptoeing around people that tell you that cleaning cards is something that's, shouldn't be done. So good question. I hope that answer makes sense too. So check this out, you guys. Look, you can see my phone in it now. That's a good one. That is a good one, man. Sweet. I'm glad I saved that one for you guys. No, and your question's totally fine, you guys. That's why we're here. Talk. You know what I mean? But I've heard that before, and I'm like, really? It's like people can't even take a picture of a card. Every single picture I swear of us from a seller is they make a card look mint condition, don't they? It's like I'm like I was talking to some guys the other day about eBay, and I'm like, remember when eBay used to sell cards, and they'd be like, hey man, I got a dent right there, I got this right here, I got this right here, I got this, and now it's like this, $500, and the picture's like that far away. It's like an auction. I'm like, okay, right? If you guys don't mind, we're going to get to this 51 in a second, but I just want to do one more pass on this. All right, we're going to do one more wipe down on that, you guys, then we're going to get to the old baseball card, and we'll see how we did. I'm going to show you some pictures, too. I know that you guys throughout the show will get people that jump in and join halfway through and whatnot, but I'm going to show you a picture of that baseball card we started working on, and we'll see how far we got. I can tell you this looks dirty. Can you see the dinginess already? I'm excited to see. Yeah, no pick of the backside either. Even like, and that's even how people will sell slab cards now. I'll see like slab cards like this, be like $400, and there's no picture of the back, there's no nothing. It's like the most minimal effort is put into card sales. I was telling somebody the other day that's like, he was a cool dude, one of our customers, and he was talking about putting in accurate descriptions. And he was showing me all this work he did for these descriptions. And I was like, dude, you should be able to sell cards better than any in the world, because nobody even puts effort into descriptions anymore. It's just, it just doesn't exist. But dude, look at this one, you guys. That was awesome. That turned out really, really well. So now, hold on one second. I want to go to my pictures here, and I'm going to show you before we get to before we go back over here. I want to see just a reminder of where we started with. Oh, these are fun, man. These are good. All right, let me just show you a couple of where we started tonight, okay? So, this was the Charizard that we just cleaned. So there's the start. And then that's what we got it to right now. That's sweet. Right there is where we started. And now it's like totally clean again. Pretty cool. Pretty good. All with an abrasive-free cleaning polish. So now I'm going to pull up the old baseball card next, you guys. Yeah, look at this. Oh, this is good. So that's what the whole holographic looked like when we started. Man, let's see. We'll do a before and after. So that's how it was, all like gritty and cloudy. That was that sticky stuff on it. And then there. Pretty cool. All right. So remember those, and I just want to pull up the baseball card, you guys, because it was so nasty. And this is where we started. We're going to take a look at this, all right? So that was the back. All right, so let's see how we're doing. And if you guys didn't hear the story on that one, I'll just give you a brief little recap. We're going to bring that in the middle here. And we're going to see how we're doing. So here was the story. I thought this was super awesome. And you guys, like, you know, it's not a big surprise, man, but like, I swear, I got the nicest, freaking most thoughtful people in collecting, you know, and this card right here, I showed you the dirty one. And I got it in the mail from a buddy of mine that donated it to us. And it was from my buddy Don. And Don wrote, "Hey, Kurt, I got one for you. Working HVAC. Found this in an old house that I was working in. The owner let me keep it. It's a 51. Danny O'Connell is a fan of your channel and products. I thought of you right away. I know it's not a valuable card, but it could be a valuable demo tool. As a vintage collector, I have a few 1951 Bowman cards that need to be cleaned up. I have never soaked a card yet, but will do so in the future. If you can use this card for a video, please do. Keep up the great work, and thanks for answering my questions, Donnie from Chicago." Thank you, Don. I appreciate you sending this in, because it's like entertaining all of us, man, and people are going to get really good value out of this. So let's see how we did. Oh, man. I can tell you that I see some stuff, so let's look at it together. There's definitely some stuff floating around. You guys are the best for watching this with me too, man. I can't even get my kids to come down here and do this with me, man, but you guys all join me and watch live. I appreciate it. So let's try to get this thing out of here. And the card spray is nice and warm. This is gross. Hold on. Sometimes I laugh so hard to myself. Like, it's so funny that we get to do this on a live show together. So, yeah, kids don't get it at all. Like, I'm like, don't you want to see, like, gross stuff grow off of a baseball card? Come on, kids. We got some work to do here, you guys. So let's hang tight. All right. I like working on it from this spot. So let me get my mind right here. I need a sip of Diet Mountain Dew. So cheers to everybody. Cheers. 1 second. I got to get my mind around this. I need to get some tools as well. So let's see here. Let's do not use this over. We're going to throw this away. So that was what we used to do both of our Pokemon cards. I'm going to pitch that. But I am going to get another one. Fresh one, a clean one. There's a fresh and clean one, okay? I am going to saturate it in the dirty spray. And then we're going to gently see if I can remove some of this crap that's on there. See the hot tub time machine, right, you guys? Turning it back in time. When we started, man, Danny looked like 75 years old. Now, Danny looks about 44. So I want to get Danny back to about 24, all right? So we still got a little bit to go, all right? Oh, boy, look at that. There is a bunch of grody-ness coming out. Yeah, right? I did see the show about people, the pimple popping. I can't watch it. I can't. But I'll make an old dirty baseball card look good again. This one has lots of floaties. So look at you guys. See what I'm doing? I got this wet. So I'm not creating friction on here. I'm just gently gliding over the surface. This is actually cleaning up really freaking well, you guys. The parts I can see, at least. Hold on. And we've had it in for almost about an hour, right? 50 minutes. So what I want to do, you guys, is try to get this lingering crap all off this area. So let me just... Well, Don, you are the man for finding this Danny O'Connell at one of your old jobs. What a cool story, too. Living in an old furnace unit or something for God knows how many years. Yo, Josh, what is up, dude? So let me, if you guys... Yeah, no doubt, right? Let's take a slash back. All right, so look at. I want to show you guys what I'm seeing. Let's move this off here. So we're getting clean. Like, look at this to like where we started, man. That was the gnarliest crap right there. Yep, Danny, you don't. All right, here, like I said, he looks like he's about 80 years old right there. He's about 35. I got about 10 more years we got to get off this guy before we can wrap it up. So hang on tight, Danny. We got more to clean. I got to flip this thing over, you guys, because the back was real nasty too. All right, let me think here. What do I need? I want to get my little... Yeah, we're going to have to get this thing out of here too, you guys, because it is like... When it's got floaties, it's time to change it. Look at when the wand looks like this. It's like spider webs are coming off this thing. When your card has spider webs on it, you know it's time for a card soak. Oh, no doubt. Damn. That back was gross. I gotta show you guys a picture. Hold on. No doubt. Look at the back. So look at that. That's what a 1951 Bowman looks like. Look where we started. That's sweet. Because I can never tell. Right, guys? Like, when you send me the pictures and are like, hey, Kurt, can I get this? Can I get this off? Can I get this off? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I know what I would try. So, Josh, I'm not going to wipe off the paint because check it out. When you have like a card like this, you got to get your brush wet, and then it's going to just glide across the surface so you won't ever remove paint. Now, if you guys didn't know any better and you just got like a dry Q-tip and went in there and started going like this, man, you guys would screw it up, all right? You would screw it up, guys. So you always have to like make it alike. Like things are okay with each other. So wet, all good. But you can't just start rubbing an 76-year-old baseball card with anything dry while it's wet. All right? So yeah, the card spray is gross. We're going to get it out of here in a second, I know, because there's a point where it's like, all right, let's get it out of there. But what I want to do is, let's flip it one more time. I just want to get the back. I'm going to wipe this down, and then we're going to get it out of here. But that's why, you guys, like, no sort of moving around, no scrubs, just gently wipe, okay? That's one of the dirtiest baseball cards, man. But it's like, looks freaking awesome so far. Now, we got to dry it, of course. But let's, like, we'll do that next. What I need, you guys, is just a second to get this thing out of here and then, like, get a game plan. I got to get this crap out of here. Because, like, look at that. That is wonderful. Yep, we got to keep it TLC proper. We only talking 90s lyrics around here. I don't want no scrubs. Yeah, look at that. That's some vintage. That's vintage card spray. And you guys, this is a varietal. I'm going to rebottle it. Look at my favorite part is this. Look at what's this. I think it's alive. I don't know. Gross. Anyways, you get it. It's like that's the most gentle way I know how to get a card clean, because there's no way I could just scrub on this thing, or there's no other way. I just don't think it's possible. So that, you guys, that's why I'll do a card soak on certain cards, because it produces sweet results, And let me get a towel. I need a towel. I want to show you guys this. Don't go anywhere. I promise. I won't keep you much longer. I know it's 11. In my mind, I'm always like, it's going to be quick tonight. But nope. Oh, man. Brett Favre, man. He's made some bad choices, huh? God. It sucks because, like, as a football player, I thought he was badass. And, I mean, as a Detroit Lion, like when Brett Favre was good, the Lions always sucked. I mean, we had Barry for those years, but, like, I liked Brett Favre as a football player. He just was like a badass. But God, he sure has made some dumb moves off the field, huh? All right, I'm going to show you guys before and after, then we'll call it a night. Let me, my old man eyes. I'm looking for my pictures. Okay, we'll do one more. This is sweet. And then I'll show you guys how I'm going to dry it for the night too. I just want to make sure. Like, check it out. That is so... I am so glad you guys got to watch this with me, and I hope you enjoy it. Like, I freaking love this stuff. Like, look at this. Look at that. That was so badass. And this, it was like I thought it was a lacquer. I thought it was like something spilled into it that was going to, like a varnish or something. Damn, that's a good one. And then that, man... It felt hard, like with my fingernail, like I was touching that, and it wouldn't really, I couldn't get any like give into it. And then, well, it's not dry yet, so we still got some stuff to do, but I'll show you. I don't even think that the front of the card has broken paint. That's wild, man. You never freaking know. You know what I mean? It's awesome. I'm glad. I'm going to probably always do on Wednesday Night Live a vintage card and a Pokemon card, because it's like the most common things that people like to do card care with. And I know I can throw in some modern stuff and do some like edges and, corners and like probably some like, some of those things. But really, guys, I'd say even let's see, we got 40 people just watching the show right now. Out of the 40 people, I bet you it's easy for me to say that half the people on this like vintage or more, and half the people like Pokemon or more. So it's like, I just really, guys, do my show based on what you guys show me pictures of all day. So I always try to pick a winner. So thank you for that. And you guys, I'm always open to show ideas too. So if anybody has any ever like ideas, or like, hey, can you do one of these live? Just hit me up. Send me a message, all right? So I want to tell you something. Last thing, and then I'll let you go. So what I want to do is close this up, and I'm not going to put a chamois behind it tonight. Because it's 11:05 right now. So, because, the more that you get into card care, the more stuff I think that you're going to look for that's like card careable, right? So that leads you down the path, like Pokemon, and Pokemon collectors are so diehard and so loyal that I find that Pokemon collectors will collect their favorite cards in 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6, 7. Vintage card collectors, vintage sports card collectors also will collect 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s. But when you get into like more modern sports, at least, modern sports card collectors, I mean, it'd be a shame if your more modern sports cards are 1s, But like a lot of times when you have stuff that's like a 9, you're like, I want to get it to a 10. And it's just like a little off center. Well, shit, there's not a lot of room for card care, you know what I mean? But don't get me wrong, if you collect Bowman baseball cards or whatever, you got to polish every single one of those things, because they come like looking like they came out of a cheese grater. Or what else? The Prism. Good Lord, all you football collectors that bought all the Prism 24 stuff. Those are harsh, you know? So it's like there's only a handful of things you can do. But I want to show you guys, I'm going to show you the hot tub time machine real quick. Check this thing out. Ugh, I want to get it on I just spilt some. I'm like, ugh, don't. But that's the after of that 1951. So I don't want to get any of this stuff on any of this, because you know why? Because that stuff will likely, it's full of grodiness, and I don't want mold anywhere around my card stuff. All right, so like I'm gonna get that out of here. I'm gonna thoroughly clean the tray, throw away all these things. Even if you use, like, you see how I use this and I used it in there, that's going in the trash. I don't want any of this crap. Who knows what I woke up out of that thing, you know what I mean? So literally, like, I want to get rid of all of it. So I'm going to throw that stuff out and clean all that stuff out, all right? And then I did see, let me, if you guys don't mind us, I had a couple more questions. I don't want to hang up on you. The warming mat, you guys, I ran it at 100 degrees Fahrenheit, but I don't think it will. The mat might get to 100 degrees Fahrenheit, but it's never going to get the formula to it. So I imagine that the formula is like the card spray. I imagine it's like in probably the 90s, probably the low 90s. Yeah, Scuba, don't touch it. Don't touch it. That's right. That's funny. Yeah, so I had somebody ask me, can you briefly describe tapping versus scrubbing impact for cards? Like, if I have a card, and let me know if I'm going in the right direction, and if not, you can hit me up anytime, you guys. But like, so if I'm working on a card under card spray, and say it's got stains on the back that are like stuck in there, I'll always start first. That's such a good question, by the way. I'll always start first with wiping. So like, always start easy, right? Start simple. Wipe across the surface. Then evaluate, take a look. If you still see a stain in there and you're like, it's not a wipeable stain while you're working under card spray, you can still use this. But instead of this, I want you to just go tap up and down on it. It's almost like, picture I have a stain on my shirt, and I don't want to go like this to it, because I'm going to eventually irritate the heck out of this material and this fabric, and it's going to get all wonky, right? But if I just gently kept doing this and just flexing it that way, but not stressing it out all over the place, that's like the step 2 to get a stain out. Tap it, tattoo it, but don't get in there and like mix it up or dig it around. You'll screw up the surface. So that's a good question. And you guys, last thing, and I'll let you guys go. Anything like this, if you see a big box of cards for sale that are like cheap and they're from a bunch of variety of years, I'd encourage you guys to go buy them, because don't wait until you have a Mickey Mantle to do what I just showed you tonight. Because number one, if you wait till then, you haven't done it before, and you're going to be like freaking sweating, and it's like nothing to be afraid of. Like, learn the process on watching shows like this, asking me questions, but you know, I'll always show you what to do, but you're going to need to teach yourself how to do it, you know, and that's just by just taking some weeknights like this or whatever, put on some music, chill out, clean up some cards, you know what I mean? And you'll get good at it, and you'll teach yourself a valuable skill and something that will probably always stick with you as long as you're in the hobby. You know, I think that it's actually pretty easy to own some of the greatest cards in the world as long as you're fine with getting them in a lower score. And being a person that I've always loved cards way more than what somebody grades it, it's freaking candy to go out and buy the coolest cards and then find ways to make them a little bit cleaner or look a little bit better, you know. But I'll wrap it up. You guys know that I love talking about this stuff, and I love having the show, and thanks for being here tonight. I'm going to dry the card. I'm going to hold it like this tonight. I'm not using a chamois on this tonight because I want it to, because it was so filthy and so full of crap that I want it to dry slow. And I want card spray to stay in it all night, because these absorb moisture slower than the chamois. So it's going to stay wet all night, slowly pull the crap out of it, and then tomorrow morning I'll take these off because they're going to be wet. I'll put some dry ones on, and I'll probably put a chamois on the back of it, and I bet you this thing will be dry by noon tomorrow because it's a small card. 51 is a small card and it's thin. So I'll show it to you though. I'll show you a picture. But you guys can say, I know how to do that. I already saw him do it, So you guys are the best, man. Appreciate you guys so much. Take care of yourself. Take care of your cards. Take care of somebody else, man. But I'll talk to you guys soon. And if I don't talk to you between now and then, I'll see you next Wednesday night. I'm Kurt with Kurt's Card Care.